Y'all, Remy Ma just got arrested and the internet is going wild. No joke. Instagram might need a fire extinguisher because people are losing their minds. Screaming, arguing, throwing shade left and right, and then boom, police sirens, flashing lights, and Remy getting dragged into the back of a cop car like it's the season finale of some reality show. And what did she scream as she got cuffed? Claressa stole my life. Yep, this isn't just your average celebrity drama. This is full-on chaos. We're talking about wigs flying, luxury penthouses turned into battlefields, and a bottle of Ace of Spades possibly being used as a weapon. Let's break it down because this whole situation is messier than a cheap wig in a thunderstorm. This fight didn't just happen overnight. It's been boiling beneath the surface for months. At the center of it all, Remy Ma, her husband Papoose, and boxing champ Claressa Shields. If you've been offline or just missed the tea, here's what went down. Remy and Papoose were hip-hop royalty. People admired them. He stood by her during her time in prison. They shared emotional letters and long-distance phone calls. Everyone believed it was real love. But things took a strange turn when Claressa entered the picture. She's a two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated in the ring. But somehow she ended up in the middle of this love triangle. Rumors started small. A cozy photo here, a suspicious hug there. But then a video leaked. Someone's messy cousin posted footage of Papoose helping Claressa bring baby gifts into her apartment at 2 a.m. in pajamas. That's when everything exploded online. Memes, TikToks, Twitter threads. People had jokes for days. Someone even edited a video of Remy's rap battle with the caption, "Remy realizing she's just a side character in her own marriage." Since then, it's been nothing but drama. Remy's been posting cryptic messages on IG like, "Loyalty don't come with instructions," while Claressa's been casually showing off selfies with Papoose's favorite hoodie hanging in the background. And Papoose? Silent. And silence usually means guilt. Last night, though, that was the final straw. Sources say Remy had been laying low, focusing on music, and maybe planning her next move. She even did a podcast recently where she said, "I don't play when it comes to my family." At the time, it sounded like a metaphor, but clearly she meant business. According to people close to the situation, mainly Claressa's neighbor who's been calling every gossip blog since sunrise, Remy pulled up to Claressa's luxury apartment around 10:48 p.m. She wasn't alone. She had her cousin, her stylist, and a friend who's apparently the niece of her parole officer. Why was she there? Probably to keep the peace. But spoiler alert, that didn't happen. Remy showed up in all black, hoodie up, lashes done, looking ready for either a fight or a photo shoot. The doorbell footage hasn't surfaced yet, but the word is that as soon as Claressa opened the door, it was on. No, hello. No, can we talk? Just Remy yelling, "You think you can take what's mine?" Claressa, never one to back down, reportedly fired back with, "You left it out in the open." And then chaos erupted. Yelling, things being thrown, hair extensions flying across the hallway. One neighbor even said, "I thought it was a gas explosion until I heard someone yell, 'Not the Birkin!' That's when I knew. It's Remy." Security tried to stop it, but how do you break up a woman who just found out her man might have been stolen and replaced her in the spotlight? Remy allegedly tossed Claressa's phone in the building's fountain, tried to smash a trophy, and even cornered her in the kitchen while screaming, "You stole my life, now give it back." By then, the concierge had already called the cops. When the NYPD arrived, it was a full-on scene. Remy had one heel off, an eyelash hanging on for dear life, and she was still trying to climb over the kitchen counter like she was in a battle rap. Meanwhile, Claressa was bruised but calm, sipping wine and reportedly whispering, "I told her this was bigger than both of us." Like, what? Cops eventually cuffed Remy, but not before she turned to the crowd of phones and cameras and shouted, "You wanted the story? Here's your damn story." But that's not even the craziest part. Right after Remy was hauled off, the receipts started dropping. And y'all, it's wild. Sources, okay, probably that same cousin who can't stop spilling tea, say Remy, had been collecting dirt for weeks. She even hacked into one of Papoos's burner phones, the one he claimed was just for studio stuff. She guessed the passcode in 5 tries. Inside? Screenshot after screenshot of flirty messages between Claressa and Papoose going back to 2023. Late night you up? Texts. Selfies of Claressa in Papoos's hoodie captioned, "Tell her it's mine now." And the worst? A voice message from Papoose whispering, "Remy doesn't have to know. I just want to feel alive again." People on Twitter are shook. Hashtags are trending. Fans are heartbroken. Some are saying Papoose played both women. Others are defending Remy, saying her anger was justified. But everyone agrees. This story is just getting started. So yeah, Remy Ma might be wearing a jumpsuit today, but don't expect her to stay quiet. Because if what we've seen so far is only the beginning, then the full story? It's about to flip the entire internet upside down. It all started with social media blowing up over Remy Ma, Papoose, and Claressa Shields, and things have gone way beyond just cheating rumors now. One user tweeted, "Remy went to jail twice for the same man. Somebody call Fix My Life immediately." Another person joked, "Claressa out here knocking people out in and out the ring. Somebody take her gloves away." The internet went wild, but that was only the beginning. What's really got everyone talking is what Remy reportedly found. Direct messages, bank records, and maybe even proof of something bigger. If these documents are real, and let's be honest, they feel real even if they're not confirmed, we're looking at a full-blown scandal. Apparently, Papoose has been wiring large amounts of money to a business account listed under Shields Empire LLC. That name might sound harmless, but the real kicker? The address tied to the account is the same place Claressa lives. To make things even weirder, the money transfers were labeled Child Support Advance. That raised a lot of eyebrows because, wait a second, we don't even know if there's a baby involved yet. Why is Papoose sending early child support? Payments for a child that may not even exist? According to a supposed insider, who claims they used to do Claressa's nails, the situation is way deeper than anyone thought. This insider said that Claressa and Papoose were already talking about moving to Atlanta together. They had reportedly picked out a fancy gated home and were even planning to launch a reality show called Power Couple Rebuild. Meanwhile, Remy was at home working on her music comeback, totally unaware that her husband might be out here filming soft launches for a new love story. And while you might expect some people online to have Remy's back, that was not the case. TikTok users started acting out the whole drama using cheap wigs from party stores. YouTubers were uploading body language breakdowns from footage of Remy's arrest. And Claressa? She posted a boomerang of herself sipping champagne with the caption, "Cheers to the truth finally winning." Ouch. Even Remy's cousin, yep, the same one who reportedly leaked the DMs in the first place, went live trying to do damage control. She said, "Remy's not crazy. She's just passionate about what's hers." But let's be real. That didn't help much. What really set the internet on fire, though, was a voice note Remy's team released just hours after her arrest. The wildest part? It was recorded inside the police van. You can hear Remy clearly upset saying, "You all